on social media is going live. You are celebrating. This was where I was. Can I tell you what the Lord spoke to me? Between now and this evening, take enough pictures. Yes. Some of you take picture of yourself. Take picture of your house. Take picture of some things around you. Because by the time you be coming out with some testimonies, within this season of Jubilee, people will be saying it's not possible. But the evidence will convince them otherwise. I prophesy to you, the evidence of your testimony will silence argument. The evidence of your testimony shall silence argument. I'm speaking, I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't get that grace. I'm prophesying to you. Go get pictures. Today, get pictures, not tomorrow. Take pictures. Because by the time you be sharing then and now, there will be no resemblance. I said there will be no resemblance. I said there shall be no resemblance. I said there shall be no resemblance. Somebody just said, but I don't have even a photo, a phone that has camera. Don't worry, go and borrow from your friends. This time around, borrow their phone and go and snap pictures. He said, borrow many vessels and not a few. Can somebody that came with debt is that not a confusion? I came to you saying I'm in debt. And you said, thus said the Lord, go and borrow many vessels and not a few. Do you want me to die in debt? I'm not asking you to go and borrow money. I said, borrow somebody's phone. For those of you that don't have good phone, go and borrow some good phones. Get home. Take pictures. Take pictures. Take pictures. Take pictures. Because some of you, by the time we'll be here for 2026, when you share your picture of this season and the picture of that season, people will be shouting, what manner of God is this? What manner of God is this? Receive your testimony. Receive your testimony. So take one here in church before you leave. And just to help some people clear their doubts, you may need a friend just around you so that they can know that it was not photo tricks. AI is doing wonders these days. So just take a picture with a friend so they can know that it was not a photo, it's not an edit, that it's authentic. That's a word from the Lord. Because without fail, there shall be celebration. Let me say something I need to say before I start ministering with the oil, as the Lord led me to do yesterday. Listen, one of the things that happen during the season of celebration of Jubilee is we make boasts in the Lord. If your faith has not come to the level when certain of your statements appear as if you are boasting, you are not yet talking by faith. God never said you should not boast. What he said is, let him that boast. Let him boast in the Lord. Some of you are too quiet for what God wants to do for you. How are you doing? I'm just managing. Let's see how it will be. Somebody say never, never, never. Let me tell you one of the reasons many don't see strong, consistent results in their life. They spend time in prayer. Sometimes they want it covered online. Mani, masata. There's nothing. I don't have issue with you. After they spend 4 hours in prayer, by the time they come out, you ask them, how are you doing? Say, things are not really that easy. They use 4 hours in prayer and use few seconds to destroy their prayer. And they wonder why their response is very inconsistent. Because today when we are praying, we are serious. When we are talking with our fellow men, can say anything you want to be, but after all, and they speak one unto another. And the book of remembrance was open. They were not talking to God, they were speaking with one another. When the book was open, in the book of Malachi. So your conversation with people, you have to be careful. You don't need people that encourage your doubt. No. Your best friend is the one that encourages your faith. That thing we pastor said, it is my portion. Your best friend is not somebody that cries when you cry. Thank God for such people. They are nice, oh. But your best friend is the one that rejoices when you rejoice. The one that genuinely rejoices when you rejoice, your best friend. As I'm speaking to you right now, the Lord is giving you many reasons to boast in the Lord. Daniel said, prove us for 10 days and see. That was boasting in the Lord. Compare us with the rest. And after 10 days, it was confirmed. Somebody here, your test will be confirmed within 10 days. And after the internship for 3 years, the king now discovered they were 10 times better than all their fellows. Because the young man understood this principle. Do you know before Goliath lost the battle, as the children of Israel were scared for 40 days, whenever the guy boasted, give me a man. When David showed up, he said, I will cut off your neck. He had no sword, but he was already boasting the Lord. I will give your head to the birds of the sky. He was boasting in the Lord. He had killed Goliath before he even shot the first stone. Because he was boasting in the Lord. Can I tell you something you need to know? One of the greatest signs of humility is to boast in the Lord. He said, the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Some of you this year, I'm not talking about you telling somebody I'm better than you know. He said, I'm better than what I used to be. A few weeks ago, I took my children to a trip in the city of Aba. I was born in that city. I showed them the school I went, my elementary school. They are always ending in the name of the street. The road, this road, that road, that. Those were schools that it's as if they send children there just to leave home. But they teach you English with Igbo language. My kids couldn't believe it. They were just, I said, now it has been renovated. But they are still laughing at the version, the new version of the school. I said, Daddy, how could you have gone here? What happened to your parents? I said, if they slap you. Yes, they were asking me, what happened to what was your dad, your grandfather, our grandfather and mother doing? In fact, they didn't put hour. They said, what happened to your father and your mother? Why are you here? Where were you doing? What were you doing there? I told one of them, I said, the school fees my parents paid from kindergarten or takara until I finished my university, which they stopped only in JSS in year 2. I paid my 3rd year, 4th year, 5th year. I finished university, did my first master's, did my second master's, and I don't want to mention the other one. You'll hear it very soon. But you know what? I said, the school fees I paid, okay, until I was done my first degree. I said, what I paid for my first daughter, they have just S1, first term, was the entire school fees times 10. I didn't say it was, I said from kindergarten till end of first BSc, put together all I paid times 10 was not equivalent to what my daughter was paid for first term. You know, I'm sharing that. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to tell you, you need to have such a success story. And you are going to have such a success story that your children will be asking, how? How? If people have not said how, you are not there yet. I can hear the Spirit of God telling me that 2025 ending and 2026, in this season of Jubilee, so many things around you will be how and wow. The constant statements around you will be how and wow. It will be how and wow. Because the testimony will be marvelous in the eyes and terrible in the ears of those that will hear about it. It's time to make your boast in the Lord. The Lord will take care of me. The Lord will maintain my inheritance. I don't need to hustle. I believe in hard work and diligence. But I don't need to compromise to obtain the promise. Yes. Thank you, Lord. I said, this is your jubilee. 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 Sakarimolo korisa tarabales katos. Skrikaris korus katali grada sofrataka. Listen carefully. In the season of Jubilee, make your boast in the Lord. Start making your boast in the Lord. It's not in yourself, in the Lord. In the Lord, I will drive a new car. In the Lord, I'll fly around the world. You need to start flying so you'll be among the first flights in rapture. Yes, you need to start flying. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You need to start flying. Some of you heard the testimony of the sister that says she took her flight. It will be normal to you. Some things that used to be extraordinary in your eyes will be normal to you. I say some things that used to be strange to you will be normal in this season. I'm speaking by the spirit of prophecy. Some things that used to be strange before you will be normal in the days to come. Sakarimo lokorisa. I remember 2 years ago, I had a mess in Abuja. Goes up precisely. After the general session, Pastor Mo took a few pastors and was just sharing some things briefly. I mentioned that God asked her to be sowing a particular seed every service. It was such a big money in my ears that someone was giving that kind of seed every service. I was like, wow. I converted earnestly. He said God spoke to her. Eh? And she would just take care of. I used to think the church had a special arrangement. They would take care of the pastors, over 100 pastors. I didn't know it was from her purse. Not church. And pastors would get the best of dishes. Eat, enjoy. Say, wow, from this woman's boss. I was so scared by her testimony. I said, Lord, I wish to have this kind. Then I heard Pastor Biodu saying, I give every day. 2 years ago, I said, Father, I help me, I receive. I said, I've always desired to give every day, but I don't have the capacity. I was not struggling at the time I said it, but I knew I couldn't do it. But I converted the testimony. Guess what? Last year, I began to give every day. The grace just came. Every single day I would sow a seed. Every day. During our retreat, set a goal, set a target. Then I asked one of them, what do you give to the Lord as your offering? Because you don't stumble into some things. You have to consecrate certain things. There's a way to consecrate giving. It's not whatever you feel like this Sunday, you're excited, you give. Next Sunday, you switch. No. God knows what I will give next Sunday. Tomorrow, He knows. As a matter of fact, before I even leave my house, it has entered the account. So I was like telling them, when I now mentioned, just among our pastors, what I was given, one of them said,